Okay, so today is Friday. Been a long day on the field. And as I'm on the field, doing field engineer work, by the way, it's come to my attention that, that you Globies don't science. You don't. Like, if you're gonna come over here to one of my groups or to one of my threads, one of my posts, and you're gonna be like, science this, science that, but you've never executed not one freaking science experiment ever, huh? Like, fuck, no science experiment. Okay. Now, you're gonna talk about gravity, which you've never measured or detected. You're gonna talk about a spin that you've never measured nor detected. You're gonna talk about an outer space that you have never witnessed, seen, nor can prove as seen on propaganda. Okay. Basically, you're gonna like go on and on about what you see on propaganda, and you're gonna want me to believe that shit. Now again, gravity, you haven't detected it, you haven't seen it. Coriolis effect, haven't detected it, haven't seen it. Curvature, you haven't detected it, you haven't seen it. But yet, your government has, right? So you're gonna be like, well, the government detected gravity, so you can't detect imaginary force, but the government can. You can't reach space as seen on propaganda, but your government can. Oh, you can't measure the spin of or see or witness the spin of supposedly the globe Earth. Oh, but your government can. It's everything that you keep saying, and then you're like, oh, my government is different from the other governments. What the? Are you really that stupid? The United Nations exists, all right? United Nations exists. You can't sit there and say ESA and NASA are not the same. They're both under UNUSA. Matter of fact, it's the banking cartel that has that makes it possible. That makes it possible. Okay? That makes it possible to be able to even claim those things by every government. Because every government is messing, pretty much the International Monetary Fund bankers are running everything. That includes the United Nations. They're one and the same. Straight out. They're one and the same. So there's no difference between ESA and NASA or SpaceX for that matter. And you're gonna be like, blah blah blah, boo hoo hoo. And I'm gonna tell you, look, when somebody is able to say that they have control of space beyond the borders of existing countries, that's it. There's no more free space. There's no more freedom, no more liberty. You can't go start up your own country. You can't start up your own nation. You can't go start up your own, none of that. Because according to them, they're already there. They're there, even though we know they're not. It's as seen on propaganda. Like, at this point, like, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to, at this point, everything's planned out for you. There's a schedule, the UN 21, UN 2030. That's a schedule. Okay, your schedule. There's an agenda. Okay, every agenda has an outcome, an end result, and an objective. Okay, now in order to enforce said agenda, you need like either to do it by force, or you need to convince and be able to manipulate people and execute psyops. That's exactly why it's a psyop. It's a cult, like a religion, like a psyop. It's literally, it's brainwashing is what it is.